Hey gang, how you doing? It's Anthony. Questions of the day. Queries submitted in droves to broker Anthony Carr. First question, can I keep extra commission if the buyer agent wants less in the NVAR contract? That's a real simple question. A simple answer. No, you cannot. Let's say on the listing side, you have, I'm getting a dozen donuts for my commission, and the seller has agreed to pay 7 or 8 donuts to a buyer agent. Okay. If they put that in the contract, and the agent comes in and puts 3 donuts in there, you cannot take the extra 4 donuts as your own. You can't do that. That just goes back to the seller. So no, you can't do that. Sorry. That's the way it is. Where do I put the leasing agent commission payment in the lease? That's a really good question. Actually, I called NVAR about this because there's nothing in the listing agreement. There is something in the listing agreement of how much you're going to offer as a leasing compensation to a leasing agent, but there's no place to put it. There's no contract. The application is usually done on online somewhere. So what I got from NVAR is you have the lease, the VRLTA lease, and at the bottom, you see now you have all these spots over here, all these spots here of where the checks are going to go. At the bottom is a blank space to put in something else. And what NVAR suggested is you put other fees. So you would say, what is this one? It is the leasing agent or tenant agent compensation, how much that is, dozen donuts, 2 dozen donuts, when is the due date, and delivered to who? It would be other, and it would be delivered to the broker, KW United. Okay. And that's where you would put, where do I get the commission when it comes to that? Next question, last one. Can I list a house with 4 bedrooms when the tax record says there's only 3? Happens a lot. Well, actually, the question is, the tax record could be wrong. Let's start with that. And I've seen that before. Someone gets a bedroom installed in the basement and it's a Bonafide bedroom. But what makes a Bonafide bedroom? That's the question. So there's 6 components, according to Realtor.com, on what makes a Bonafide bedroom. 1, the minimum bedroom size. If you have 1 person for that bedroom, it has to be at least 72 square feet. You add another person, it has to be 100. So that would be a 10 by 10 room for 2 people, or an 8 by 8.5, 8 by 9 room for a single person. So you can't stuff, 2 kids or 2 people in an 8 by 8 room. That does not qualify. The minimal horizontal footage, it must be at least, and what that means is it's got to be at least 7 feet in one direction. So you can't have a 10 by 5 or a 10 by 8 room, 10 by 6 room, and get 60 square feet there. You have to have it 7 feet in any one direction, because you have to. So a hallway, which has enough square footage for 72 feet, you can't make that into a bedroom. So it has to have at least 7 square feet. 2 means of egress, a door and a window. But wait, the window has to have a certain size of at least 5.7 square feet. The idea being that a firefighter can get in there and get someone out that might be stuck during a fire. 5, also a minimum ceiling height. It's got to be at least 7 feet tall to be able to be a bedroom. And finally, heating and cooling, an attached heating system. So you can't have like a porch that's been turned into a bedroom, or they've added on a space in the back and they're just leaving the door open, or they're putting a space heater in there. That doesn't work. You have to have an actual heating system going into the room. It could be a baseboard, that works. And it has to be cooled, but the cooling can be a window. It doesn't have to be an air conditioner. So those are the questions for the day. Thanks so much. Send your questions to anthony.carr@kw.com, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.